I'm here. Just quit the video. Fix my shirt. All right. Number, like a magic show. Number 132. I gotta fix my, see the echo is back. The echo is back. I don't get it. Sometimes there's an echo, sometimes there's not. Sometimes there's an echo and you can't hear it in the video. Sometimes there's an echo, you can hear it in the video. I gotta spend some money. Think about getting some padding. Got about $70 to spend tomorrow until something else comes up. Okay, I'm going to share a quote from, if I can find it, Wayne Dyer. And this is in regards to how your thoughts are of the past or your thoughts are of the future. So thoughts are either you're thinking about something that you're going to do or something that already happened or something that might happen in the future and something that already happened in the past. And what he's explaining here is that in the now, essentially in the now, there's no thoughts. And thoughts will keep you from inner peace. Because in the now, where there's no thoughts, there is inner peace. And that peace, capital P, is yoga, is oneness. So his quote is this: "You do indeed have a past, but not now. And yes, you have a future, but not now. You can consume your now with thoughts of then and maybe, but that will keep you from the inner peace you could experience." Wayne Dyer. And that's what we're doing on the yoga mat. You're experiencing inner peace. And according to Wayne Dyer, inner peace comes from being in the now, where there's no thoughts. Now, I take that one notch higher. I'm not saying I disagree. I'm not saying that's not a way or a path. But when I teach yoga, I'm essentially teaching a mindset. So there is a way to meditate, and I've done it, where you let go of all your thoughts and you're just in the present moment where there's no thoughts. But that is a process, and you have to attain that by watching your thoughts. Maybe some people can just tap into it and have no thoughts, but there's a process to it. And you watch your thoughts. You watch your thoughts. For example, as you inhale, you think of whatever thought you're thinking of. Let yourself think of it. Don't judge it. It's just a thought. And when you exhale that thought out. You let it vanish and disappear. Naturally, another thought comes in. You let yourself think of that thought as you inhale. And when you exhale that thought out, let it vanish and disappear. And you continue that process until there's no more thoughts. But during that process, you're watching your thoughts. And what happens is you realize you're the watcher. You are not your thoughts. So although I agree with Wayne Dyer here, for yoga, and the way I teach yoga, is that you're going to have thoughts. Maybe on the yoga mat and meditation, there's a way to watch your thoughts and they disappear and there's no longer any thoughts. But I've done that. So that is a way. But once you get off the yoga mat, or once you go out of the meditation, you're going to have thoughts. And what I'm trying to teach on the yoga mat is a mindset where you're going to have your thoughts, but you're not your thoughts. Like I just took the trash out, for example. Well, halfway out. I put it in the driveway. But to do that, I had thoughts. But I'm not the trash can. I'm not the rocks that I had to walk on. I'm not the door that I opened. These are all thoughts. So it's a mindset. So you can have a peacefulness within a mindset. And a mindset is a collection of thoughts. And you want to have a collection of thoughts that are peaceful, that are calm, that are part of the oneness that makes up peace. So in my opinion, which is different than Wayne Dyer, is that you don't want to try to escape your thoughts. You don't want to escape thinking. You're going to think. You're going to think. So if you're going to think, you might as well have positive thoughts. Create a mindset that is positive and live in a positive way because you have a positive mindset. So that's how I teach yoga. And that's what we're going to do today on the yoga mat. One day I'm going to go like this and I'm going to throw my phone on accident. Like that video game. They put a wrap around the Wii. You play tennis, you make sure you have a wrap around it. If you don't, you eventually throw the controller. I have kids. I know that's true. I've seen it happen. So, put my phone up, my glasses. So today we're going to do 2 sun salutations. And I think that's what I'm going to continue to do all the time until I get a new camera where I can do more poses that look appropriate, because the camera will get me in a weird, like here, I've showed this before, like I've disappeared. So I need to get a better camera. And I'll use my cell phone eventually when I get 1,000 subscribers. Not because I need 1,000 subscribers before I start. YouTube doesn't let you live video with a cell phone unless you have 1,000 subscribers. I only have 59. And I've had about 55 of them. 54 of them for 10 years. So I don't even know if they're active subscribers anyways. Okay, so we're going to do 2 sun salutations. We're going to go slow. We're going to move into them slowly. And you're going to watch your routine, the sun salutations, because it becomes a moving meditation. Just like watching your thoughts. You're the thing that's watching your thoughts. You're the thing that's watching the routine. You're the thing that's watching yourself breathe. You're the thing that's becoming awareness. And essentially, you're actually becoming awareness. But that's another video. So, mount pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Arms are relaxed. No tension in the arms or the shoulders or the neck. Toes are up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Then each toe touches the floor one at a time. And you're going to lengthen up. So lengthen yourself up. Think of a string on top of the head. I'll bend down. Don't bend down. I'm just bending down so you can see my top of my head, and pull the string up. I know my hand disappears. That's part of getting a new camera. Just focus on the breathing. Now you want to stand where the skeleton is just standing, as if you were just your skeleton. Letting the bones line up. So everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to look different. You just get that spot where you're just standing with no tension anywhere. You're going to focus on the breathing. You're going to think of nothing else but the breathing. Watching yourself breathe. Bring the palms together. Thumbs go to the heart center. You're going to push the arms out, up and back. It's the first stretch, so go nice and easy. Inhaling. And then you're going to exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back, reaching out. And you're just going to fall into the ragdoll. With the ragdoll, you're not pushing yourself down or pulling yourself down. The arms are dangling. The head is dangling. No tension anywhere. Just let the body fall where the body falls. Don't judge it. Don't judge where you are. Accept where you are. Doesn't matter where you are. Just let the body go where the body goes. You're letting go. That's a mindset. Letting go. Accepting yourself. Hey, the dog bark. It's going to be 5:43. Nope, 5:41. He's early. So palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're going to arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. I wish I could speak, but I can't. And now pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going towards the knees. Push all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. As you exhale, pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Exhale. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale slowly. And then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. Two more. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Remember, you're just focusing on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. And exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. The movement is just becoming awareness. You're not focused on the movement. Inhale, you're focusing on the breathing. Arch the back, raise the head. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. The palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up some. Back is straight or arched. The back is straight, you're reaching out. The back is arched, you're doing a scoop. So you're pushing the hip bones forward, back is arching, head is going up and back. And you're opening up, you're feeling opened. And you just focus on the breathing. So you settle, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. You're just feeling opened. It's a mindset. Openness is a mindset. So don't judge it. Let go of judgment. So if you're doing what you think, man, this is perfect. I'm doing the perfect pose. Maybe you are. Maybe if you looked in a textbook, you're doing the exact same pose as somebody is doing it perfect, or what we would call perfect. But that's not what we're doing. That's judgment as well. Let go of that judgment. It's awesome, but let go of that judgment. And if you're feeling like, man, I'm not doing this great, you're closed up some, or you think you're closed up some, openness is a mindset. So accept and feel open. It's an important mindset because you take that mindset off the yoga mat. And I always say it, and you apply it in the so-called real world. You're open to new ideas. You're open to new thinking. You're open to new adventures. You're open. Become aware. It's all about a mindset. Now with the back foot, curl the toes under. Knee goes up. Get the leg as straight as you can. High lunge. We're not going to stay here. Just using it as a transition pose. And then downward dog. With downward dog, you're pushing into it. Arms are straight. Legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling. Heels are towards the floor. And you're pushing into the pose. You're pushing as far as you can to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. Here, you're accepting where you're going, just like all the poses. And acceptance is also openness. It's all one mindset. I'm just splitting it up with words. So when you're accepting where you are, that taps into an energy of openness. It's the same thing. It's the same energy. I don't know if the word is energy or essence. It's oneness. Acceptance allows you to be open. And just focus on the breathing. Head is dangling, no tension in the neck. Head dangles. Now you're going to slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, and you slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Palms, of course, are to the floor. Head is going back, and you're opening up here. You're feeling opened. Now you're going to listen to the body. Listening to yourself is a form of openness too. Acceptance. So you listen to the body. Say, hey, I can't do that. So that means you go into the cow. So hands and knees, arch in the back. You're still in the upper dog if you can do it. This is just a modification. Or you do the small cobra. The small cobra, chest is off the floor. Pressure is not on the hands. Your hands are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You're pulling up. And you're listening to your body. Feeling opened. Let go of judgment. Let go of trying to be somewhere. Once you're settled, you accept. And then back to downward dog, pushing into it. With downward dog, you are pushing into this pose. But you're listening to yourself, and you only push to the spot right before you feel like you can't go any further or you shouldn't go any further. See, physically, you might be able to go further. But mentally, you know, hey, I don't feel like going any further. Listen to that. Don't push past the spot of where you think you should go. Let that happen. Just let that happen. Now, if you feel like you should go a little further, push into it. If you feel like you should bring yourself out of it a little bit, bring yourself out of it. You're not listening to me. I'm not your guru. I don't want to be your guru. I'm not your leader. I don't want to be your leader. I want you to be your own guru. I want you to learn to listen to yourself. So I'm just telling you what poses to go into. Once you're in them, you're thinking, hey, I can't do that. Hey, what is he talking about? Listen to yourself. That's a mindset too. You're taking that mindset off the yoga mat. Learning to listen to yourself in the so-called real world. You hear what others say, you take in what you see, then you hear, but ultimately you listen to yourself. So left foot is up, between the hands, low lunge with the low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up some. The back is straight or arched. And you're feeling opened. And just focus on the breathing. Again, openness is a mindset. So don't judge it. Once you're in this pose, you're settled, you accept, and you just feel opened. Focusing on the breathing. And the focusing on the breathing is important because it heightens your awareness, lets you know what's going on in the body. So you feel the stretch. Maybe you feel something in the lower back. Maybe you have an issue with your knee, but you're not those things. So you're not focused on them. You're focusing on the breathing. Again, mindset. Take that mindset off the yoga mat. And you're not your issues. Now you're going to go to high lunge, curl the toes under the back, get the leg as straight as you can, then move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. So palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. And you are pulling yourself in and down. Forehead is going to the knees or towards the knees. And you're focused on the breathing. Now here, what's important is becoming awareness. So you focus 100% on the breathing. It heightens your awareness and lets you know what's going on in the body. So you feel the stretch in the hamstrings or the lower back, and you let yourself breathe. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air. It pushes you out of the pose slightly. When you exhale, the belly goes in, and you go into the pose a little bit more. You're aware of that subtleness. The mindset here is becoming awareness, aware of subtleness. So when you go off the yoga mat, You're aware of the subtle things around you, no matter where you are. You're alert. You're aware. That's all openness. That's all acceptance. It's all one mindset. I'm just splitting it up. Palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Turn the palms out. Push the air down and out. Palms together. And again, inhale. Then exhale. Hinge forward. Standing forward, bend again. Pull yourself in, down. So palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going to, can't speak. Forehead goes to the knees. Pull yourself in and down. Again, you only pull yourself in and down to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, accept it, focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Heightens your awareness, lets you know what's going on in the body, lets you become aware of that subtle movement that I just mentioned about the belly. It's all a mindset that you're learning on the yoga mat. Palms to the sides of the feet, left leg is back again. Low lunge, you're feeling open, so top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight or arched. Make sure the front knee's not over the toes. And just feel opened. Once you're settled, you accept where you are. You focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. And you feel opened. So mindset, again, very important mindset. I keep on repeating it because it's important. Feel open. Free. That's part of it. Freedom. You get off the yoga mat and you feel free. You feel open. You're aware of things around you. You're accepting things around you. That doesn't mean you take negativity from people or negative situations. That's part of the listening to yourself, self-talk. You hear something, take it in, you let it go. You analyze it, you let it go. That's listening to yourself. That's why I want you to be your own guru. Don't listen to others. Don't get in the habit of listening to me or any teacher. I mean, unless you want. Unless that is a type of yoga, and that's fine too. If you have a guru, that is a form of yoga. But it's very, I was going to say something, but it's different. It's different. It's not wrong. It's just different. So high lunge, settle here. It's just not the type of yoga I teach. I'll put it that way. Downward dog, you're pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Once you're settled, you accept. Acceptance allows openness. Listen to your body. Listen to yourself. Even if you know, hey, I can go further. If your mind is saying, don't go further, for whatever reason, don't go further. If your mind says, don't go further because I feel a little lazy, then talk it over with yourself and say, you know what, I should go a little further. That is becoming your own guru. And then you take that mindset off the yoga mat. You are your own guru in the so-called real world, listening to yourself. And then you slide into double dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up. Feeling opened. Listen to the body. If you need to modify it, go to hands and knees, do the cow, or go to low, I was going to say low lunge, small cobra, and feel opened. Back to downward dog, pushing into it. Really push into it now. If you feel like, hey, I can't push into it now, don't do it. Just giving you encouragement. Hey, if you feel like you can, you talk it over with yourself, do it. Not, don't do it. Doesn't matter to me. I just want your mind and body connected as one. That's what we're doing, yoga. Yoga is when the mind and body is connecting as one. So if you're washing dishes and your mind and body's connected as one with that activity, you're doing yoga. That is yoga. Yes. Washing dishes is, well, it can be yoga. So left foot is up. Low lunge with a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up. Back is straight or maybe arched. And you're opening up, feeling open. Let go of judgment. Let go of trying to be somewhere. Once you're settled, you accept. And then you just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. This is where I know I need music and nothing else to say. That's where the music kind of helps and everybody just settle. Hey, this guy's talking too much. So high lunge, then standing for it, man. Pull yourself in and down. Foreheads go to the knees. You go into the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. I have hair in my mouth. Becoming aware. Remember, when you're closed up, you're still opened. You're still open because you're accepting where you are. That acceptance, capital A, acceptance, is openness. In that acceptance is openness, is freedom. And it allows you to become aware. Awareness is openness. You're aware. It all happens because you're focused on the breathing, that focus point. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then exhale, turn the palms out, push the hair down and out. And then you're going to go to mountain pose. I do this, I always fix my pockets. I never have them. I like my pockets flat. But I like. So feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, no tension in the arms or the shoulders. You're just focused on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. And let the skeleton stand as if you were just your skeleton. Now to focus on the breathing and watching yourself breathe, focus on the belly, watch the air go in and out. As the air goes in, the belly expands. As you exhale, the belly goes in. Or bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Now it's natural to control the breathing while you watch it. But when you realize you're controlling it, let go and just watch yourself breathe. You're already breathing automatically. And while you're watching yourself breathe, you might start to think about other things. Very natural, very common. And then you realize, hey, I'm thinking about other things. Don't judge it. Just bring your focus back to the breathing. And what happens is eventually you realize you're not your thoughts. You're the thing that's watching your thoughts. You're not the control. You're the thing that is watching yourself breathe. So we're just going to stay here just a little bit longer. So just watch yourself breathe. Bring palms together. Namaste. That's it. It's 132. I think that's 100. I got to count here. I forgot what it was. 30, 31, 32. I did mark yesterday. So 132 YouTube live yoga routine. I'm getting dry, getting ashy. Can't see it really. Probably on camera. Dry skin. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste. Peace and love.